Working on this 2017 Dodge Charger right here. We just got the old engine out and got a used engine, 90k miles back in here. Brown the oil filter, just refilled the coolant, topped it off, etc. We just went through it every bolt here, made sure it was tight. Got the belt on, so we're about to start it for the first time. Before we started for the first time, we went ahead and pulled this fuse here, which should be the fuel pump fuse. The reason we did that is because we have no idea how long this engine was sitting, so I want to prime it first, aka I want to get oil pressure flowing through the engine before we start it for the first time. That will stop that'll prevent increased wear on like the cam bearings, rod bearings, etc. So we're about to have this engine turn over just so we can get that oil pressure primed. So it started. Not sure why. Pretty sure we had put that fuel pump fuse. Perhaps that was the wrong one, but the engine did go ahead and start anyway. It did need a little jump off. The battery's been sitting maybe a week or so. But bumped the battery. The engine is running beautifully. You see a little bit of smoke from over here, a little bit of smoke from over there. That's likely just residue. There was a whole lot of fluids involved when you pull engines out. So as long as that smoke don't continue in the next 2 or 3 minutes, we're not concerned about it at all. We did brake clean and whatever, a few chemicals back there, so we ain't tripping on the smoke. But other than that, the engine itself was running pretty good. It sounds decent as the 3.6 could sound anyway. There's a good amount of oil in it, good amount of coolant in it. We're gonna refill that yet again and bleed it out. Pulleys look good, belts look good. I would say it's probably one of the quickest engines we done did. How long did it take you to pull this engine out? Day and a half. How long it took you to put the new one in? What would you say?
Roughly day and a half, 2 days.
Roughly day and a half. So pretty easy engine. Would you say? Pretty easy. Yeah. So it's a pretty easy engine to do. It didn't really take very long. And he's only working on cars for real for like what, a month and a half now? About a month and a half. So it's pretty easy engine to do. I don't expect any complaints from this engine. However, this owner, very picky to say the least, which is fine. So we went ahead and before we threw it in here, we did go ahead and change the valve cover gaskets. They were leaking slightly. I personally recommended him, like I do every customer, to change every single gasket out before we throw the engine in. He declined that, so that's on him. We also did bring up his last oil filter housing from his old engine, and it's a good thing that we did because the one on here was leaking as well. A very common issue on these cars. But we're about to test drive probably within the next 10 to 15. We're gonna let it warm up real quick, bleed it out, then we're gonna end up test driving to make sure everything is all good. But other than that, this engine is ready for pickup. This vehicle is ready for pickup.